This is a picture of Cornell University in Ithaca, New York. My hope is that someday all of you will be able to attend a university just like this. To help you get there, we're going to learn how to use a special, comprehensive style of note-taking called Cornell Notes. You will be required to take notes every time you watch a video in class or at home or wherever you watch your assigned instructional videos. To make note-taking even easier, I created this handy-dandy form for you to use. As you can see, there are 4 basic sections to the sheet. To begin, let's start at the very top of the page. Like with any assignment, always remember to write your name, date, and the assignment title. This will make things easier for both of us if you do this every time you start your note-taking. Next, let's look at the very bottom section. Here you'll find a place to write down the learning objective for the lesson or assignment. There's a purpose for everything we do, so by writing down the learning objective before you begin your note-taking, it will help remind you what we're trying to learn. We'll return to this section again at the end of the video. Let's take a peek at the largest section. This is where you will take your notes. Write down what you've heard, understood, and learned. This doesn't mean write down every word that you hear, but the information you have heard that will help you reach your learning objective. For instance, writing down the steps to solve a specific type of math problem, and then maybe an example to help remind you of how to do each step. What's great about note-taking while watching a video is you can rewind your teacher as many times as you want to make sure that you've heard, understood, and learned as much as you can from the video. It's also important to remember that no 2 people will take the same notes because when you watch an instructional video, each person comes with their own background knowledge on the subject. Some people will need more information and some people might need less. So copying notes from a friend will never help you accomplish the set learning objective. Watching the video and taking notes is something that you need to do on your own. Now let's take a gander at the long, narrow, rectangular section on the left side of the notes template. This section is for key words. You know, words that are important to know in order to understand the concept or topic you are learning about. Write keywords here along with their definitions. Let me rewind. Write keywords here along with their definitions. Capiche? Now we're ready to finish up the bottom section. Often when I am learning about something, I end up with more questions. More questions lead to a deeper understanding of what we're learning about. So think about a question having to do with the concept or topic of the video you're watching. What would you like to know more about? Or perhaps you have a clarifying question. You will be given a variety of opportunities to find the answer to this question and any others you have, whether in class discussions, small groups, using Google or other research tools, or even working with a friend. The final step in the note-taking process is the summary. I like to think of summaries as an elevator ride. If I only have time to tell someone what I've learned from the time I get on an elevator to the time I get off, I need to be quick and to the point. Look at what you've written and the key words, and do your best to explain the contents of the video in 3 to 4 sentences. Okay, let's review. Just like any other assignment, write your name, assignment title, and the date at the top. Write down the learning objective and keep this objective in mind while viewing the video. Write notes about what you've heard, understood, and learned. And don't hesitate to rewind and re-watch the video as many times as needed. Along the way, write down key words along with their definitions. Next, come up with a question you have about the concept being taught and write it down. Finally, write a solid summary of what you've learned in 3 to 4 complete sentences. Hopefully you will now feel confident about taking Cornell-style notes. And don't forget, you can always rewatch or rewind this video as many times as you want. Ciao!